All right, we're going live in a hood. Oh boy. Some people have been like, oh my god, where is he at? Oh my god, he's been gone for like 3 hours. Oh my god. Maybe not that drastic, but you know what I mean. I work, got kids, got family. I'm tired, all right? Between t-ball and gymnastics and daycare and school and work and drive here, drive there, drive here, drive there, and then having some semblance of your own life. There's a helicopter flying over now. Doing things just to enjoy your time. Doesn't happen very often. Sleep doesn't happen very often. Guy gets tired. Not much motivates me some days. And it's like, I just want to take a break. I want to sit back and relax. I want to do something that I enjoy. I mean, yeah, I enjoy this. But, that's I do this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's the gist of it. Other than that, sometimes you got to fill your time with other things. So I've got a million other projects that I'm working on, just around the house, or my '88 MR2. I want to get that going. My 55 Chrysler. Want to get that going. You got some restores that I want to do. The MR2. I've had it since I've had it 13 or 14 years. Haven't done much on it at all. And so there's a lot of things that I want to do. And quite frankly, when it's cold and wet outside, I don't feel like doing anything. I don't like being wet unless I'm swimming. And I don't like being cold. So those two things together, I tend to stay inside and just leave if I need to or if I'm going somewhere. For work, I am a tech expert at a T-Mobile call center. By the way, when I said he ain't live yet, I pictured in my mind one of the two dogs from... Oh my... That's weird. So I talk on a phone all day. Well, I talk on a headset all day long. 3 days a week for 11 hours. And I'm there for 12 hours. So I don't really have a whole lot of time to pop in on here. And then Monday, that day, I technically don't work. I work Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. Monday, I'm off. That's the only day off that my wife and I share. She works nights, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and every other Saturday. So we don't see each other that often. So Monday is reserved for that. Tuesday, back to work. Wednesday, many of you have heard me say it before. Got to pick up one kid from school, the other one from daycare. Then I'm going to cooking dinner, gymnastics, come home, try and figure out, what's next with T-ball, stuff like that. But I don't want to sit here and rant too much, but a lot of people ask, and a lot of people put messages in the Discord, and they're like, well, has anybody seen him? When it's been the same thing. Pretty much Friday night, Saturday morning is the last potential you'll see me. And the reason it feels longer this time is because Friday night I did not do a stream. I did one Friday in the morning. And that was on purpose because I was getting tired and I didn't want to be up late and have to get up early to go to work. So a lot of people have been asking. That's the answer. If you don't see me, you'll likely see me on Wednesday. And sometimes you just get a little burnt out of sitting at a computer because, you want to be active. You don't keep a figure like this if you're not active. Anyways, I should have started with this and then let you guys do this while I was ranting. But tonight, I want to find a handful of programs. Well, I want you guys to find a handful of programs that are x86, no VB, no .NET, no Python EXEs, a handful of x86. I don't want 64-bit programs at this point, and I'll tell you why. What we're going to do is learn assembly by tearing apart x86 programs. So as we're stumbling along something, we'll probably take a break, code it up in C, pull it up, take a look at it, and this will be like part one. I've done something like this in the past where it's like learning assembly 1 or learning assembly 2. We're going to revisit it and take super baby steps because a lot of people that watch it want to get interested, don't know where to start, and usually the starting point is going to be learning the program or at least having a firm grasp on logic, like if this, then this, or I want to calculate this, then I need to have this happen. Stuff like that. So without further ado, if you guys have any x86 programs you would like me specifically to take a look at tonight so that we can mark down things that we're going to approach and learn, link to those. If you can't, I don't think you can post a link in YouTube. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't let me change that. I don't think. Maybe it does. I don't know. Just hop in Discord, post them there in the stream chat today, and we will see what we can do. Right now I'm going to go through the requests and see, there we go, reverse requests, see what's in here as far as what is x86. I got a program from Skywalker. It was the latest one. There's several above that we want to look at. Also, Pawn Sonnet wants me to look at that music app again. He wants me to give him a unpacked version of it. We're not going to do that tonight, which I may, I'll be completely honest with you. I may not do that at all. I'm really not that interested, and it kind of seems like one of those programs that if you want it, you can buy it. I don't really advocate piracy. I advocate learning. So people that are coming here wanting a specific program cracked for that reason, sorry. If the developer is dead and you can't buy a license, then that's a different story. Not to be a little morbid there, but there's a fine line between ethics and morality and skill and learning. So, we don't want to be shut down. Let's see here. And from a developer standpoint, somebody who has written software and put it on the market, when people buy your program, it's that reward. It's that, all right, somebody actually wants to pay this money for my software. And, I'm not going to say you wouldn't download a car. I'm also a firm believer of trying it before you buy it. And that's why if there's not a trial of something, by all means, find a way to obtain it before you buy it, because, yeah, that's just the right way. Other than that, let's see what we have to look at here. UT-Man 600 solo setup. PID couldn't detect the wrapper, but using RDG packer says it's instant +3 cryptid obfuscated. That yeah, I'm not, excuse me, man, I've got hiccups. That one might work. We'll take a look at Power DVD. It should be x86. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Look at this UT-Man. See if that is x86. Always sync. Always sync. Huh. Take a look at that. That should be x86. Download. Always sync and go. Portable edition to install USB sticks and external hard drives. Always sync to install on desktop. Oh geez, son of a bitch. I just want to see both sides of this. Come on. Desktop edition to install on desktops and laptops, computers, and servers. I think we're going to go with the 32-bit portable edition just because that sounds like fun. Download. And we'll take a look at these 3 pieces of software and see what we find. Not bad, just a bit busy, comma, tired, comma, cabin fever. You might not know this about me, but I am somebody who likes to be outdoors. I like to be in the sunlight, like to go in the forest, like to, hike, stuff like that, be active. But, yeah. Let's see here. Just taking a look at the latest uTorrent is packed with good old simple UV. Yeah, a lot of things are. There we go. But it's just like nasty, dirty, like wet, rainy, muggy, just blech. Nasty outside. It sucks. Like when it's that for a week straight, and then you get one sunny day, and then it's that for another week straight with like maybe a half an hour that it's not. It sucks. It'll automatically install in 1 minute. Why not do it now? Do it now. Okay, sure. Why is this program so damn big? And then here's why. Every single codec and everything in it. My daughter was playing on my computer. And came back and everything was moved around. Programs were running. Things were just going crazy. I didn't know what was happening. Obviously, I didn't have the Meadow. The Meadow was not running. Don't worry, guys. I caught it. All right. So we're going to spend like maybe an hour just taking a look at some things, doing some notes. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe cracking something. Maybe not, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. And then I'm going to take off. Just because I am really tired. It's the first day off, and trust me, it's really not a day off. This Wednesday is my busiest day. Later days. My old ass computer. Let's see here. I'm definitely not finding a register screen. Nope. Is it like free but with limitations, or what? What am I looking at here? Definitely got a nag screen. What happens 30 days later? Why is... Oh my. Ollie, you piece... Or not Ollie, but OBS, you piece of shit. Screen just randomly goes blank. Can't see it. Set up for display O, but display O is not showing anything. I'm so fucking sick of this. What in the bloody hell, I tell you? What in the bloody hell? Start it. Display capture. Create new. Nothing. It's fucking bullshit. See if I can refresh my display. NVIDIA control panel, because right now I just realized you're looking at a black screen with my face on it, and that's not fun to look at. It's not. It's just not. OBS is being bullshit. Oh, bullshit. How's about you capture the fucking screen? Oh. I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm done. So done. I'm done. Do you hear me? Display 1 works. Display 2 works. Display O is blank. What the hell? Does anybody know what's going on here? If so, tell me how to fix it. Let me try this. I'm going to make this one my main. It's going to fuck everything up. Still doesn't work. Delete. Yes. Delete. Yes. Ask me how many times I had this problem with OBS Classic, and I'll tell you 0. Alright, well, it's there now. Let's see if it'll fucking stick around, but I'm guessing, now this is just a guess, that what's going to happen is... Oh my, okay, it's back. Just a guess, of course, that what will happen, video output low. What? Are you fucking kidding me? As soon as I get a user account control UAC pop up, my display will not come back. I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing will happen. Viewers will experience buffering. What in the actual fuck? I have no dropped frames. It's at 57 frames per second. Why? Is the video okay? Or is it not? I'm going to refresh my dashboard, see if it just is YouTube being dumb. Stream, general, streaming. Oh, I see. It's Comcast. Fine for me. Well, alright. We're going to move along. Because so far we've done nothing. I installed Power ISO. That was a wash. Or Power DVD. That was about ridiculous. Let's take a look at this all-way sync and go version. Oh my god, the display came back. I'm so happy to see it. Okay. G drive. What's G drive? USB drive. No, there's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing there. F drive. Go. Create auto run. No. They've definitely set it up as a portable installer. Botkind Inc. Type synchronization folder path or press the browse button to choose it. It's like free file sync, but moderately uglier. Activate Pro. Jesus. Incredibly uglier. Oh look, it's like, hey, this is your computer. Wait, can you change this? Okay. Your computer hardware ID. Alright, well let's dig right in. My computer's been acting up and I'm pretty sure I need new thermal paste. Yeah, look at this. 64, 59. I think I cooked my thermal paste the other day, and I think it's just hardened now. I usually, like, at max load, will get to, like, 58. And it's usually right around, like, 35, 40. But the other day, I played Overwatch for a little while, and about 2.5, 3 games in, my computer shut down, which then it told me overheat protection, which tells me one thing, that my computer, you'll see here, TJ Max is 90, and that's when it will shut down. That tells me that I got my CPU up to 90 degrees, which is just wonderful. No. And it has not been as cool as usual ever since. So let's attach to our synchronization all-way sync, or whatever the heck it's called. All-way sync. Sync app. Attach. Unable to attach. Is it really x86? No, it can't be. 64, it can't be, because I downloaded specifically the 32-bit. What in the hell? Close. Well, let's F drive. If you ever wanted to know if something is or not, go to compatibility, click this button. If it's 64-bit, it will stop at Vista. Did you guys not see that? Like, oh, there's only a 64-bit version of the portable. There is not a 32. Okay, my bad. 64. Oh, nope, never mind. Here it is. I clicked the wrong link. Yep, there we go. What is this? How about Hack This Site app challenge? Oh, Hack This Site has app challenges now? I did not know that. Man, back when I completed Hack This Site, it was completely different. It was also a long time ago. Crash, what's with the oh, is that uTorrent? I mean, that's a switch case statement. Somehow we made it back into general versus stream chat. Well, that's okay. All right, I've got the 32-bit now. Let's get that going. What are we looking at? Why are we pasting large portions of badly formatted assembly? I don't know what's happening. Can anyone... Yeah, it's a switch case statement. And inside some of the cases they return. All right, help, activate pro. Everything looks the same. File attach. Always sync it and go. Oh look, we're making some progress already, everybody. We're gonna do it. Hey Audrey, how's about you make us some sandwiches? I don't know who Audrey is. Well, this looks fun. Win32U. Sync app. Control A. Search for reference strings. Why not? Hey, let's do it. Well, that's not a lot of strings. There's a message box A. Oh, son of a bitch. This is .NET. No? I just see this, and that's .NET. What is even happening? What is happening? Let's try the DLL, alright? You know, you bring up an excellent point, Crash. Let me fire up the VM. You know, I don't know if my CPU can handle it with what's going on. Do I have WXDev? Yeah, I do. We'll just use it on this computer. Mind blown. We're going to file new project. Switch case. Desktop. Desktop. New folder. Switch case. Save. Do it now. Get rid of these. Include standard IO.h. Include. That should be about all we need for now. And let's go. Well, we'll do a printf and then scanf. Printf. Make a decision. Decision. And of course, we don't have to do this on multiple lines, but I'm going to. 1. Say hello. Just so that the output reads about like the text. 2. Say goodbye. 3. Say your face. We'll do one more. 4. Say I don't know. Good enough. That'll work. And then we're gonna need we're gonna go ahead and need a scanf, and the way that it's gonna work is it reads data from the standard in and stores them according to the parameter format into the locations pointed by the additional arguments. Okay, could you tell I was reading that because I was reading that? Now, here's a small example. It even shows us that you can use it like this. Now, our stir is what we're going to call her, all right? Stir is right here. Stir be right here. And we really only need it to be 1 or 2 long. So you know we're going to make it 5. 5. And really we only need get C. We're going to use gets instead of scanf, because gets is going to be so much easier. But not get S. We want get C. Get C. So we only need 1 character. Only 1. There may be only 1. Sorry. I digress. Get C. There we go. Now, if you don't know, get C returns the character currently appointed by the internal file position indicator of the specified stream. Alright? Squirrel MS Terp. He's confused. What are we doing? Has he gone mad? Yeah, usually this is where I just go dark for a year or 3. But I'm not going to do that this time. You're welcome. Now, of course, get C is going to return us an int. Is that uTorrent assembly enough for you? Yeah, I'm actually building off of that right now. Now, get C, we want... There we go. C equal. Yeah, sure, we'll call it. Get C. See if that works. Printf. Can we just cast? I want to try some fun stuff here real quick. %C. I don't think we have to cast it at all. This cast it for us, just like that. There we go. And then I'm going to put a get C as well here. See if that compiles. Yep. Too few arguments. Oh, you know what? I need... Is it? Which one is it? Let's see here. It's, well, I know get S will do it, but read single chair, not from file, from console. Right. Oh, get char. Well, fine. Fine! Get char. Couldn't just make that a little smaller. Apparently get C is, you know, specific to files. It's old school like that. Printf C. Oh, I typed int. Oh, I'm an idiot. 0. 0 equals success. All right, so now let's go to the desktop. Le desktop. And that was called switch case. Let's run it. Make a decision. 1. It did it, I think. Get char didn't work again, though. That's weird. That's fine. I want to try something here. ASM int 3. Let's see what happens if we do this. Oh. What? Just do it. Well, I have to come back to that. Let's do system pause for now. Oh, son of a bitch. Include windows. .h. Will that work? Or is it standard lib? I think no, that's Windows. Okay, so we'll run it. 1. Okay, 1. Cool. Okay. Now instead of this, what we want to do is switch C case 1 printf hello dash n break. So you see we did a break on that one. Now there's some other things that we can do. I'll show you that now. Printf. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say option 1. Return 0. Case 3 printf your face. Break case 4 printf I know, right? Okay, and then here we'll do break, and then we'll do default print you can't even follow instructions. KYS yourself. No, don't. Alright, see if that compiles on up now. It does. What do you know? So now we have a switch case. A switch case. Ooh, it's like magic. We'll run it. Say hello. Okay, 1. Well, we did something wrong there, Morty. I'll be right back. screaming kids, I tell you. Screaming kids. Get charm. So is this... Oh, right. It's not 1. It's 31. Although we could do 1. But it'd be 31, 32. Because it grabs an int, you know. 34. Although that's a hex value. Let's try it. Should work. Compile. What is this? Oh, it says syncab. X. Okay. So, did this compile? Yeah, it did. Let's run it. 1. Hello! 2. Wait, what? 2? Say goodbye. 3. Your face. Oh, right. I can't. So let's put this in. Yes. Good night. All day. All day. All day. Oh boy. Okay, so we actually want to put this into its own function. We will do a yes do stuff function. You know, we'll return something. It'll be good. It'll be real good. Oh yes, yes, it'll be real good. We'll do a void. Void. Do stuff. Do stuff. My God, I am gonna go crazy. I need a break. I need a break. I need 1 day. Not even a day. I need like 4 hours where I have no obligation. No, I need like 8. 8 hours. In the evening time when people are available to hang out. Sorry. Just going a little crazy. Going a little mad. Going a little stir crazy. Just a little. Just a little. This is going to be a char pointer to a buffer, benuffer. This is going to be our int selector, selection. And we will do bam, switch, selection. And instead of printf hello, we'll say mem copy. Let's see. I always forget the order. Mem copy. Oh fuck, I want a cigarette. Can't currently, I would like to words. I can't currently talk, but that's not what I was going to say. Can't currently see the live stream chat. Now I can. So if you're talking to me, I'm sorry for the wait. Anyways, I've also had people, multiple people, not one person really, maybe two, express their concern of my video quality and, you know, stumbling around to waste their time. You don't have to watch. But if you want to learn something, and you want to learn how to use your brain, then sure, by all means, watch. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there. Anyhow, mem copy is destination, source, size. Destination, destination. Oh. Mem copy. Mem move. And we'll try mem copy, see what happens. And that's going to go into our buffer. It will be hello. And that size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see if that one works. Mr. Alex Carr, are you testing me? I mean, thanks. But, yeah. How are you? You know that headache you were talking about earlier? Me too. And this hasn't got it yet. Ah! Stole it from a baby. You stole $4.99 from a baby? Freaking cat. I was about to ask you how work was earlier. And then I remembered, oh yeah, he was smart and went home. Let me, you know what I lost? My key ring. I have my spare key, but my key ring with the little packer, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, that's pretty well done. See here, ABV. Get rid of that. I don't know what that popping noise was, but all right. Yeah, I'm using a key because, well, what are you gonna do? I think it might be either in a car or in a couch or a chair or out on the porch. I don't know. I sit funny and things fall out of my pockets. If you want to get rich over a long time, just follow me around and collect all the stuff and change that comes out of my pockets. It's going to take a long time, though. Oh, holy crap. This doesn't work as good as the tool that, you know, is intended for it. It was all right. Weren't you only there for like 4 hours today? Take it easy. I saw your stream notification and dropping by to say what's up. But I got a project that I'm working on. It's special customer request, so I can't. Well, geez, freaking cat. All right. Stealing from babies, giving it away, and then running away too. Like, man, you know, jeez. Well, good luck with your customer. Let's use a multimeter probe. Oh, that works so much better than a key. So much better. This stream just got like 10 times more interesting. Yeah, I left it lunch. It was slow anyways. Yeah, I hear weekdays are slow, and that's why they want to use us for so many other things. I'm happy I'm off Saturday. That's a good thing. Although it's going to be a busy day, and I just found out tonight I have to run concessions for like 2 hours or something. Sign your kids up for T-ball. Exploit the parents. Here's that grinder I was telling you about that I got. It's fancy looking. I mean, it's by no means like top quality or anything, but it's, you know, it works. Oh God, LOL. You talking about the exploit the parents or the grinder? The grinder. Grabs the grinder. How's Tessa? Now, what am I going to pack this with? That might work. It's going to be the hardest part here. Getting it in. It's always the hardest part. Well, yeah. Oh, man. All right. Oh, this is going to be slow going. Y'all prepare your packs for the pack salute, all right? We're going to create something new right now. Call it the pack salute. This is not working. She's good. Is that grinder decent? It works. What makes a grinder decent? All I know is it works. And it didn't come from a Haji Mart. It came from an actual dispensary. It's got the thing down there with the dust in it. Yeah, I guess the kids like that. Kidding. Let me see the packs. If you have it right. Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm trying to pack the damn thing. I mean, I have a shitty webcam here. It's very washed out. Here's the emblem. Yeah, the dust. Here, I'll bring you guys down here so you can see what I'm doing. So I had this. I was trying to. Yeah, that doesn't work. Guess I use the ass end of the key. Maybe that would work. This thing, lifesaver. Oh, I tell you. Yep, tastes like PMS. It is a nice color, even on the really badly color created camera there. Let's try the back end of the key here. Oh, that works. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's rose gold, which, you know, pink is my favorite color. Anybody who didn't know that, you do now. We interrupt this learning segment for a unlearning segment. I think I might have got too much. Is there such thing as too much? I'll have to get the other end piece thingy out. Glad to see you in the wave. Yeah, dude, it works good. Somebody at work the other day had one. I was out in the smoke shack, and they had the same one. I was like, oh, hey, I have one of those. Works great. They're like, yeah, I like that it draws like a cigarette. And I said, me too. Oh, there we go. Now we'll try this. We'll use the half-back lid to push it down. Ugh. It's when Alex cringes and says, you're doing it wrong. I say, yeah. back for a second. Oh, that ciphertext I gave you after LJ. It's actually some seriously deep info and truth in politics. Yeah, just be careful with it. All right. Ciphertext. Did some of that back in the day. But you posted a picture, and I'm not going to type that all up. If you actually had it in text, then maybe, but I'm not going to type it because I'm not going to manually decrypt it. I'll write a program to try this, try that, try this, try that until I see plain text. And then be like, all right, perfect. All right, perfect. I'll bring that replacement coil for you on Tuesdays. It is getting a little tongue flicky tasting, a little metallic-y flavor to it. And dude, this concentrate attachment is kind of crazy. Here, I'll show it to you. Because this is all it is. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if we can make this a little bigger for a second. Alright, that's all it is. This little guy right here. It says hot. Hot. Don't burn yourself. And the very end piece is like magnet. No, it's not magnet, but it pushes on there. And you just put your little dab-lab ding-dong in there. There you go. Then you put the lid back on, and away you go. Or you just put your dab on the little thing there, right? But yeah, it's super like light and kind of cheap feeling. You can slide them off and slide them on, which I guess is cool if you had more than one. You could like have different ones loaded up, ready to go, and then just whoop, slide it on. But it does have a cheap feel to it. It's got these O-rings on it that look like the rubber bands you wear if you have braces, and they're not very strong. It comes with like one or two extra, but the fit on it is very awkward. You have to get it lined up just right. It doesn't feel like it's well made. It definitely doesn't feel like it's worth $50. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, it definitely does not feel like $50. Hey, I like how you asked the question right as I was saying it. That delay was perfect. But worth $50? No. I feel like you could jimmy rig the, put a screen in the bottom of your screen and then just set it on there and away you go. I'm sure I could manufacture something that could do that because it's very, very chintzy, to say the least. Oh yeah, here's the extra rubber band. Which is the O-ring, but it's I don't really understand the O-ring unless it's just to hold it on there because there's a hole in the bottom for it to come out of. So right, we need to break it in. I was gonna buy some concentrate when you mentioned that dispensary the other day, and I didn't. Should have hit me up today, but headaches, PTO, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe Monday. Except I feel like there's a bunch of shit going on Monday. All right. Now, of course, those of you that don't know what a PAX is, you probably are really confused as to what the hell is going on. So you got your phone. You get your PAX app. Now, if you have a PAX, you should be doing this, following along, of course. Get your PAX app. You can't see yet. Ooh. And then you connect your PAX to it by turning it on and giving it a good shake. And it will start blinking at you. Oh, I got to turn my Bluetooth on. That might help. There it goes. A little vibrato at you. And then you have your control center. In your control center, you can, I'll connect, you son of a bitch. Why? You're not disconnected. You're not disconnected. My phone is not only broken, but also an Android. I know. Tough life. Connect. Anyways, and then in the app you can set your temperature and your mode. It's some pretty baller shit. Not a sponsor. If they were, I'd give you a link right now. Dude, that'd be dope. Ha! Close that. Power cycle it to reconnect? I thought you could just shake it. To reconnect. But alright. I figured it's just because it's Android. There you go. So currently 349, ready to boost, and you can up that ante all the way up to 420. I like it somewhere around like 360-ish. Yeah, it worked. You were right. There's standard boost and efficiency mode. My buddy Alex says use boost, and I agree. I've tried them, and it works great. And then you're ready to go. You just, as per the tutorial, sip on it like it's a fine tea. And a fine tea that is. Yes. What you get out of that is the flavor, the vapor, the effect, the efficiency, and when it's done, your ABV is brown, not black. You know, it goes from green to brown. You got all the goodness out of it. ABV already been vaped. Yeah, I was like, what's ABV? I was like, already been vaped. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell it, but it's good enough. I'll talk about it. All right, let's get back to work. Let me move this back up. You know, no more crotch cam. It's all right to disappoint. There we go. Shrink it back down so that I'm not the size of the world. There we go. I don't know how big it was before, but I feel like that's plenty big enough. What strain is that? That is not that one. Oh, there it is. That is, can you read that? Honey Badger Haze. It's THC, low CBD. It's a sativa hybrid. Well, it's a hybrid, but I believe it's more on the sativa end of the spectrum. I don't remember. But it's Honey Badger Haze. Honey Badger Haze. Oh, right, the Pack Salute. Aha! How long does it have to sit idle before it goes off? Like 30 seconds, or it goes to sleep, or something like that? I don't know. I'm always thinking I'm wasting it, and you can see it just rising up. You're like, I'm wasting it, Morty. Like, you gonna hit that, or just let it burn away? Okay, let's get back to work here. Yep. We just want this portion here. Whoops. Control C. Bzz, bzz. Okay, it's not important. All right. Yep, that was a good one. It was a good one, Marty. It was a good one. Oh, jeez, Rick. I don't know the length of this. I don't want to count it, but let's do this real quick. I want to see if it will compile that with a manual like string like that, because I'm not sure if it will. Yeah, it's gonna fucking yell at us about it. There's no return. I can't return. There we go. Oh, it's not yelling at us about it. Sweet. I always sneeze when I use my... You sneeze? Are you blowing out your nose? How is it getting into your olfactory gland, your olfactory nerve or whatever system there, so that you can? So I've got this tiny little laptop here that does what I need it to, when you can find the charger for it. So I think I left it at work in our old pod. Let's get another one. Money's money, shrug. Shrug. Yeah, I do exhale out of my nose sometimes. Yeah, me too. You gotta get it up in there, Morty. You gotta get them up there real good, Morty. All the way up there. Yeah, shove them all the way up, Morty. Oh, we need a return down here. Return. Eh? The fuck? Is it because I have nothing here? Nothing going on? Yeah. So it's okay with that. So let's get rid of this. What the fuck? Where all these fucking random ass tabs come from? She tried to hire you. Some chick wanted a spine or dude or something. What you're talking about is client confidentiality. Words. How long is this? I'm not going to count it. So let's count it using Ruby. IRB. A equals blah. Get rid of that. A dot length. 51. Sorry. So 52. Because we got this. Or, yeah. No, we put that in there. 51. That's now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 6. Your face is 5 and 4 is 9, 10. Your face is 10. Like, what are you talking about? The string length, your face, it's 10 characters. No, it's not. It's only 9. You have to count the space. Just because you don't write it doesn't mean it doesn't take up space. That's how programmers argue with people who aren't programmers about the length of a phrase. If I'm wrong, yeah, whatever. $60 thrice. 62. So, Alex, what are you guys up to tonight? You watching any good movies or something? Printf. Do stuff. We need a char. Buffer. Well, we know at least 62 was. We'll go to 64. equals, we're going to preload it with zeros just to be safe. All right, do stuff, and that's going to be and buffer C. Of course, then we need to finish that and do %s. Oh, nah. So, no, we don't need this here, though, but what? That's okay. Let's do this. X, let's be buffer. Buffer. Man, just go in there and buffer. Just eating an I love Abba. And about to get the packs. All right, then going to bed because oh yeah, you do work tomorrow, don't you? See, you done messed up, dude. You got a PTO the last portion of a day and the beginning portion of the next day. I mean, you gotta do it right. I'm just kidding. Do stuff buffer. Okay, so that should do it. Let's see what it does, Marty. All right, copy. It's not gonna compile. Okay. Can I convert char pointer 64 to char pointer? Oh, right. We gotta pass the first address, or the address of the first. I may have screwed that up, but let's see if it runs. Say hello. Hello. Dude, say goodbye. Do it. Say goodbye, or I'll goodbye your face. Hey, say hello to my little friend. Alright, so, bam! The whole point of this was to write a switch case, which we did. And then run this here program in Ollie to see what it would look like if you needed to write a switch case to an internal function. Well, no, a program with a call to an internal function that contains a switch case. What that might look like. How you would write that. How would you do it? And then I'm going to show you a little trick that compilers don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that my CPU is 63 degrees C and I'm not doing anything. It's so dumb. Switch case. Getting the packs ready. Oh, no, it died. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, look, it's still... Oh, you missed it, but everything's still full. We're going to go up until we see the word... okay. C exit, which, I mean, we didn't have to do in this one, but this is the call to your OEP. Now, you might be saying to yourself, great, we found it, and we did. Here it says, you know, all these prints, and except it didn't use printf, a switch case. So a switch case statement is like an if-then, but it's many. Switch this variable. Here, let me show you. So switch this variable, selection. Depending on what selection is, do the following. So if selection is a 1 or 31 in hex, we'll do this and break. If you leave out the break, you want to know what happens? It runs this, continues down, runs this, and then it finally hits. I put a return here instead of a break because return dumps you out of it too. It was just to show how it changes in assembly. But anyways, so you would end up with this, not that. You wouldn't get this, you would get this. So always remember your breaks, unless you're using one of those weird-ass languages that doesn't require a break, and it just, you know, as soon as it gets to the next one, it knows. So yeah, it's a way of saying, hey, whatever this variable is, do either this, or, you know, however many things you want. You get infinite, well, 255, technically. And in this sense, as user input, it would only be number of one character user inputs, unique ones. Okay, so how does that switch case? Excuse me. I do this all day at work too. Only there I have a mute button. It's easy. It's right there. Just mute. I'm always like, yeah, no, of course, yeah. Just go ahead and swipe down from the top. Yeah, and you see that one? It's a circle with the line in the middle. Yeah, is that lit up or green or blue? Anything other than a shadow of gray? Like, yeah, it is. By golly. Yeah, go ahead and tap on that so that it grays out or it's no longer active. Like, okay, I did that. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to... Do you have another line? No? All right, so I'm going to hang up on you, or you know what? You do the honors. You hang up on me, and I'm going to call you right back. This time, it's going to ring. They're like, oh, okay. All right, click. Jeez, that was quick. They really wanted to hang up on me. Call them back. Oh, my God, it rang. You are so good. You fix it. Well, they don't call me Frank the Fixer for nothing. You have a nice day. Yeah. Welcome to my world and Alex's world. Those are the fun ones. The real fun ones. The ones that aren't fun are, my signal's terrible and it's your fault. Was this something that's been going on, like, a long time, or is it just today, just recently? Ever since I moved to you guys from Schmerviven, or A Tiggle, or what? Honey, who did we have before that had the better coverage? Oh, it was Precision. They can never say the names right. I don't know why. And then they're like, oh, no, ever since we switched, it's been terrible. All right. What do you want me to do about it? You got bad service. Is this like, I mean, I can't say that, but this following is, is this just like at your house or, oh yeah, at home, at work, everywhere. I said, well, tell you what, how would you like to have full service in your house, not have to worry about this problem? We'll put it behind us because right now you're dealing with a headache and that's not a good experience. Like, well, that'd be great. Well, let me hook you up. I'm going to get you a coverage device. Do you have home internet? Oh, you don't? Shit. Because we have a signal booster, right? It's a two-parter. You put one in the window where you get the best signal, and it beams it across your house to the other one, essentially. It's just so bad. It doesn't work. I mean, it works, but I mean, you're boosting a signal between here and here. You still gotta wait for it, so it's just gonna be slow. Whereas the other one, it'll use a portion of the internet. I'm sure you're familiar with that. Those calls are easy because it's like, great, I'm going to send you the most awesome thing in the world. You're going to have fast LTE, full bars right there in your house, no matter what. And they're like, awesome. I'm like, yeah, I got one in my house, plugged it in, 2 hours later, poof, full bars. It's amazing. And wow, you're friends with it. Be like, find where that radius at your house is, where it's in range and not in range, and then just put them on that and be like, see, you got nothing. And then bring them up. Oh my God. And then you could be like, yeah, this portion of ground here is sacred and the signal loves it. I don't know. Make a joke. Make it fun. And they're like, oh, I'm going to do that. I will. I'm like, all right, I know you will. And then you ship it to them. And that's it. Because by then they've forgotten that they're affected other places. It's going to work at their house. What happened to landlines? Don't get me started. But yeah, other than that, kitty. Anyways, ADHD. Other than that, the one that I really hate is, oh no, it's just when I go camping in this place down, it's a real, fancy place on Palm Springs Beach or something. Like, oh, well, I mean, you're camping. Let me take a look. Look up the address. It's like, yeah, we got pretty weak signal there. I could see why it would either come in and go out, maybe not work at all. Well, when we had Verizon, it worked just fine. Well, here's how it works. We can get our signal beamed right near there, but we can't get it any closer because, well, they got their tower there first. And now they don't want to play nice, So, I mean, it was kind of gang wars when everybody was starting out. Who could get towers where? Yeah. I had one, they were on a boat in Mexico, and they said it doesn't say LTE anymore. Oh, my God. And then those people are like, well, then I'm going to cancel. I'm like, you have every right within you to cancel. And honestly, I want you to have the best experience that works for you. Of course, I'd love to have you as a T-Mobile customer. But honestly, in your area, it might not be the best solution at this time. We are always expanding and growing, but you're right. Like, if that means that you need to make a decision to go back to another carrier that better suits your needs in that area for now, that's great. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And then they ask how. I say, oh, well, when you sign up with them, I'm sure you're going to take your numbers with you. You just port over, I said, but, in the future, I ask you, give us a try, because we are always expanding and love to be able to take care of you again. And they're like, well, thanks for making that easy. You're the first guy that's been honest. Like, well, I'm not going to try to make you keep your service. That's not what I'm about. If it's honestly like, yeah, at your house we have like no signal, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, please stay. I'm like, you know what? If I was a customer in your area, I would look at other options. Okay, that's enough. Back to work. So here's the print. Here's a call. Of course, here's puts. Here's a call. And what's this call do? Whoop, click. I don't know. It's filling a buffer, and most likely it's handling our. It's handling our input. Because this call is going to be my switch case. Wow. Okay. I'm on a boat. Yeah. I'm going fast. Yeah. I want to have that LTE so I can stream. Yeah. Sorry. So here you'll see that Ollie already says case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, default case. Like, it tells you, hey, I found a switch case. And here's the, the beginning of the switch. And these are what it can be. Cascaded if, or a switch. And we're comparing EAX with 32. Cases 31 through 34. It even tells us right there. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then it says, this is if it's a 1. This is if it's a 2. This is if it's a 3. This is if it's a 4. Very easy to do. If you come across this in Ollie, look at what's being compared. If you can trace that back to a user input of some type, whether it be a character or a calculation from a character in a key, you'll know how to manipulate that key down the chain, or that character down the chain. So other than that, like, that is one of the easiest things, is the switch case and how it comes up. Because you'll see if we trace this back, and this is why you see me go back a lot, and sometimes it takes me off in a tangent in the wrong direction. That's fine. You see it's called. You click this and you'll be like, okay, what's being passed to it? Whoops. What's being passed to it? You'll put a breakpoint there. You'll figure it out. And then you'll go into here and you'll see at the very lowest level, oh, okay, it's taking the character input that was returned. And then you know exactly what that switch is from. Now, is it always that easy? No. But you can usually trace it through the woodwork to find it. And then, of course, if you were to breakpoint here, just before it's going in, you would see down in the stack which arguments are going to it. One of it's going to be a buffer, and then the other is going to be C. Now, let's do that. Let's put a breakpoint right here and hit run. Let's do 3, your face. And we see here that it broke. And we see that we have an address and then 3, because we're passing that. And that address, if we follow it in the dump, is this many bytes of zeros, because, well, I filled it with zeros. And then you see that it started storing it here. Typically, the compiler is going to, unless you do it yourself, like allocate mem or mem allocate or virtual alloc, unless you do it yourself, it tends to put it in the same places. Now, if you do it yourself, it could be completely random, and it doesn't always. And that's why you'll see me a lot of times, I'll be scrolling. Just if I find a piece of data dump, I'll scroll and look for other structures or readable things. So this is our buffer. And if we hit run, well, I'm going to hit F8. You'll see that now our buffer is filled with your face. Yeah, it's filled with your face. And then it's going to output that to the screen. Then, of course, we could have it after that pause return. And we're going to go back to where we started. Or we could have it jump back to here, which is what I'm going to do. Copy address. I'm going to do jump up there. Just do that. So after the pause, it's going to redo itself. Make a decision. All right. Ooh, getting a little dry in there. Refreshing. All right, so now we're going to make another decision. You'll see that we have broke right here. So if I try to type, it's not going to work. So we'll hit run. You'll see my 5, since I had typed it in, it continued running. Now, continue, 5. Now we'll break. So we'll go into here. You see, here's the 5 and here's the buffer. And we'll F7 it. Now this is your switch case. It says, okay, what are we switching? We'll see, move to EAX, the D word that's at the pointer address of EBPOC. You see this all the time. It's moving something into somewhere. What does it mean? Go to EBP, double click, minus OC, and you'll see it's going to move what's at this address into EAX. We'll follow in dumb. What's at this address? Nothing. Wait, what? EBP. Oh, it's plus OC. My bad. Now I'm an idiot. Okay, it's not. There we go. It's at EBP plus OC. Woo! Not what's at this address, but at that stack address, which is this address. And that's a 3.5. So it's going to put that in there. We went 1 too deep. Oops, sorry. You got to stop at just the tip, all right? So we're going to move that 3.5 into it. And then there you have it. And this is where the switch case comes in. Instead of it being a nice fancy when this, no, it's a compare. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. It's just cascaded ifs. If this, then that. If this, if. In here, and that's what you can see. Is it 32? No. Is it 32? Is it bigger than 32 or smaller than 32? It goes. If it's greater, we'll go down here. If it's less, it was 31. So you see, the compiler is pretty smart in saying, instead of an assembly go, is it 31, is it 32, is it 33, is it 34, and having a big chunk for all of it, it's going to jump to, first it's going to say, is it 32? If it is, we go all the way down here, so do that now. And then it says, compare it with 32 again and tell me whether or not it is greater. If it is, then we'll go to 33 because we know it's going to be 33 or 34. If it's less, boom, we know it's 31. We do this, we go here, and we're at 31. So it lays it out in a pretty small footprint. Now, if it's not greater, we're going to go here and go, is it 33? If it's equal, 33, we know, all right? And then it's going to go, is it 34? And it's going to go, Why, yes, it is, and go here. And if not, it'll hit this jump, which is down here. And that's the default case. If we didn't have a default case, it wouldn't have this compare here at all. It would, right here would be the, what would happen for 33, and all the other ones would jump over it. And I will show you that now. And of course, I know we're going to end here because, boom, I don't know how to follow instructions and put in a number. And then it's going to return on back and put that on the screen. Do I want to look at uTorrent? No, I don't. I mean, not right now. At some point in time, yeah, sure, why not? Right now, there we go. We're looking at assembly. So now I'm going to get rid of that default case. Compile. Wow, excuse me. So now I want to show you what it looks like. So you see now it's not like, oh, here's your code just starting off, which it was weird that it did that last time, but here it is just above it. So now if we look in here, you'll see it's laid out exactly the same, actually. Well, the default case is gone. It just goes straight to return. I suddenly understand why those nopes get put in there now. That's good. I like it. So, oh, that's really good. That helps so much. You may not understand what I just came across here, but essentially, if you come across a bunch of this stuff and you see these double nopes, you put yourself in the mind of the programmer and think, okay, in my activation, I have a case statement. What am I running through that? Why? How is it returning? And what would the default case be? Because the default case is always going to be at the bottom. And if it's a good one, you know, oh, well, just force the default case. Other than that, you just have to figure out which case is what you need and force that one. So essentially, you can scan for something like this and always find switch cases. So it's like, I wonder if maybe they use a switch case. Oh my God, look at that, they did. Yeah, little things like that intrigue me. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do this. Project, options, compiler, linker, strip, yes. Optimization, yes. And optimize more. I'm not going to do best yet because I'm going to show you what happens. Bro, remember me? Maybe. No. Garo, I mean, the name looks like a name I've seen before, Gaurav Kotwani. But, no. Sorry. I meet a lot of people. Did we ever meet in person? Okay. So now we'll run this again with some optimization. Oh, no, this won't work. Watch. You got to do rebuild all. There we go. And now you'll see that switch statement looks quite a lot different. It's now here. Where's our print? Not sure. But you go to the C exit, you go to here, and now you'll see our printf. That whole thing is all the same, but we don't start anywhere near it. That's why I was so thrown off before. And then you'll also see that we used to have a call here, but now it's not. It's just like, oh, move this, call that. All that other stuff gone. Then here's the call to our cascaded ifs. Who are you? Anyways, here's our call to our switch statement. And you'll see it looks a lot different. A lot different. And most of that is just because it's saying, okay, all of this stuff is the same no matter which it is. And you'll see that we have the I know right, your face, I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. Where's the I know right? Wait, what? There's no hello. Where's the hello? Oh, it's right. It's right there. Anyways, you see it's in strange order. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're not always going to be in order at all by any means. They could be halfway down into the next function if enough similarities were found between them, because compilers will do that. So here it looks a bit different. It says, okay, are you 32? If you are, go here and just return. And you'll also see that it returns right after all of them. It doesn't go down to a global return anymore. And you'll also see that we still have the ending, but the nope's gone. And the default case is now just here. It's like, oh, just don't do anything, get out of here. So we'll get to that. And then after the, hey, are you 2? It says, Yar, go on. If you're not, oh, are you bigger than 2? If you are, then go on. If you're not, then bam, we win. Do this, because case 1. And then default case, it says, oh, default case doesn't do anything, so default case goes down here and skips what 1 does. So if you see something like this, you can see, okay, here's what would happen if it were the default case. Just above it is what happens if it's some case. Let's look for that same pattern, and then we would see things sort of like this. But essentially this is saying, oh, move this to, well, here, we'll step through it. Run. And we'll do case 1. Night, Frank. Have a good one. I will, man. Enjoy your packs. Pack salute. Like this. You gotta really get, pack salute, and then bring it back and, yeah. And then, yeah, have a good day at work tomorrow. I'm glad the tracker was working out for you. I'm glad people are learning to use it. It's the easiest one we've ever had. There. Later. So we did 1. It broke here, which is the 1th statement. And it says put into EAX, which is here, following dump. And of course, that's our zeros. This. And this. That's pretty crazy, really. Like, it's like, oh, this is just going to be what you're going to need to remember this. All right. Like, watch what it does. Boom. Hell. And then it says, oh, and the exclamation point. It's just like, you know what? We're not going to store this anywhere in memory at all. We're going to hard code this one. Bam. Hello. And then it ends. You're like, aha, mind blown. All right. And then you do the running. Excuse me. Oh. I just had this awesome thought of cascaded switch statements for a neural network. I mean, it would probably be pretty, like, slower. But by Jove, I think I've done it! Anyways, note that one down in the good book. So now let's run this, but before we do, we're going to do something silly. Real silly. We're going to take the address of this. We're going to edit copy address. We're going to put a breakpoint here and press go. That's not going to do any good because the returns are now there. So what I'm going to do is bring it on back. And here you'll see that it does puts. Instead of returning here, I'm going to breakpoint there. And here's what we'll do. Pressing continue. Bam. Press. Oh. And instead of return, we're going to do this over again. We're going to go right back up to here. Edit, copy address. We're going to do this whole thing over again. Words. Oh, damn it. We use this, so... we use that. Man, they made it hard. Alright. Well, here, we'll do this. We'll get rid of the system pause. That'll get us enough space. Fill with nopes. And then here, we will need to move this all up. Edit binary copy. Edit fill with nopes. Move it down. Binary paste. Push. Gotta get the address again. Edit. Copy address. Push. Blah. Now it will return there. So we were on the return. Now we're going to be here. New origin here. And we'll put a breakpoint right there. And you'll see now we're going to push the entry point. And it knows it's the entry point. But sometimes Ollie doesn't get it right or thinks there's many multiple entry points. Anyhow, we will continue. Return. And so now it's just going to loop. You'll see. Did I do something wrong here? Because now it's just returning again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Make a decision. Say hello. Say hello. Say goodbye. Let's say goodbye this time. We press enter and we'll see that we break on this return. We didn't need this return. Yeah, we're good there. So we broke there, and I don't know why you say goodbye. I say option 1 or hello. And I will even tell you where the if is at. 40131A. 40131A. Oh, it's right there. Oh, the crowd goes wild. Okay, anyways. Because if that one's equal, it brings it there. Which it was. It was like, oh, see you. 21 salute. Anywho. Where are we at now? Alright, it's going to return from there because now it says, I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. F7, and it's going to continue going forever. Forever, my friend. I don't know. So the 1 is there. I thought I just removed them all, but I didn't. Say, I don't know. And I got rid of the printing. Whoops. Oh, well. I deleted it. Deleted. And I want to show you the difference between that and if we go to best. Execute, rebuild all. So now, you see it looks a little different. A lot different. It's much smaller, compact, uses even less. And so here it's like, okay, here's EAX, here's EDX. Like, we're just going to put it in there from the get-go. Here was the argument, put it in there. Is it 32? Bam, go there if it is. If it's not, is it bigger? If it is, go here. If it's not, then it's 31. Bam, there's 31. Here's our default case. And if it's not the 33, and if it is 33, go here. If it's not, go here. Now, really, you don't even need this. You could save this. You could just, boom. This would not affect the functionality because by the time we get here, there's only one other option. And it's this one. Like, this is the end of the chain. The middle one, so if you find a case statement in a program, you need, some space, go to the middle case. Usually, it'll be a jump if equal off to somewhere else, and then it will have another compare just with itself, like for no reason. It doesn't need it. Watch. Jump if not equal to a return. And that's because this is the default case. But if you say you want to use the last one as the default, but you didn't call it default, it's the same thing. So also, if the middle one is a good one, or it's the last one they coded sometimes, it's the last one in the chain, if that's the good one, well, then you're saving yourself that too. But usually you're not going to change the base functionality of a program unless the default case is different, but then the middle one would be different. So the middle one a lot of times does that. You don't need this, edit, fill with notes, boom, you got yourself 5 bytes. Jump on out, do what you need to do, jump on back. Anyways, it looks a lot different. And now you might be asking, well, why is it important to know this? Well, now if you want to write a switch case, you would see all they're doing. Here's our first argument. This is the buffer. This is our second argument. This is our character. And then it's you need to think, okay, I'm going to need to run a compare against that. Case 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. Do this. Now, what if you are using like a string, a big long, say too big for a register string as your case, which you can do. If we got down to it, like first, that won't fit in register. Then how does it do it? Looking at the different assembly level code for how it was done here helps you identify that when you're reverse engineering. And that's why, how do I learn this stuff? Usually I say start reading lots of assembly code. Just do it. That's by doing. There's no other way. And so when you see this, it's almost like bloop, 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 bloop. Like I asked people who know 2 languages very well if they ever accidentally think in the other language or if it's situational, and they always tell me when I'm over there, my internal thoughts, like if they're visiting the place that say they speak French and English, when they're in France, they'll think in French. Like there's no translation done. It's not like, oh, since I learned English first and French second, somebody says, spoon, I don't have to translate it and then think it, and then no, it's just, oh, they know what a spoon is too. You get this intermeshing, and it's the same thing here. If you learn basic and JavaScript, and pure basic and assembly, and you don't. Let me take assembly out of that. And C and C++ and JavaScript and Java and .NET and C# and whatever languages, Ruby, Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, Perl, Python. You learn these languages and you do it enough. You force yourself into it, just like learning another language. If you drop yourself in the other country with a different language, you're going to learn it. So you jump in, you throw yourself into it, and it becomes natural, it becomes native. And then eventually you look at a piece of code and you can figure out what the hell it does no matter what it's written in, because you understand the logic, the underlying message, the object. Say, in English I say container. In another language you would say that. It's the object that's thought of. It's not the word. So it doesn't matter what word you use to describe it. Container is what you see and you're like, oh, I get it. So when that happens, assembly is very easy, because you look at it and you're like, oh, I've seen this. That's a switch case. I'm not saying that it's super easy for me, but because I'm not claiming to be some, prize claim to fame, or that, I'm really good at it, but I'm pretty decent. Like, if you hand me a piece of obscure code written in anything other than brainfuck, because that's just not a real language, I can work out what it says. And even in that, it'd take me a lot longer, because I have not dropped myself into it to be saturated. But eventually, yeah. And that's what I mean. If you come up against something that doesn't make sense, you throw yourself into it, you make yourself do it until it blends in like the others. You'll just draw connections. You'll see this, and when you see that, this looks the same to you. You see this, you'll see this, you'll see this, you'll see this, you'll see this, and you're like, ah, get it. And then the other thing is just understanding that in assembly, if you need a chunk of memory, take your pick. You don't have to run a function here and allocate this. For me, when I write a program, I allocate a big chunk of virtual memory. I write shit to it all day. I write functions to it. And then when I'm done, I clean it. So there's a hint to any of my crack me's, if anybody's been working on that last one. Anything that I use is going to be in one place. It might be all around up here, but like the tie back is going to be in one space. And that means, you put something in a piece of memory and that's what it is. It's hex. It's not, oh, is it a character? Is it a number? Is it a long? Is it an int? It's simultaneously all of those in assembly. In assembly, it's this. It's a hex character. Double aught to double F. 1 byte at a time. That's what it is. If it's a 5.5, it's a 5.5. Now, if you do this chunk of assembly routines on it, you get this number in this other thing that you read, and that would be long. And if you want it to be a character, you do this, roll it and shift it twice, and then now it's a character. It's simultaneously everything, because it's just the byte. A 3.2 we see as a printed 2, but in hex it's a 3.2. Your integer value of it would be not 3.2. What is my brain's not working. I'm gonna cheat. Calc. 16 times 3 plus 2. 50. Did I get it right? 3.2 in hex, damn it. 3.2. 50, yeah. Not a pointer. Well, yes, kind of. It's, so for example, in here, I had to, put quotes around this to tell the compiler this is a string of characters. Yeah, exactly. So this is a string of characters. This is a string of characters. This is a string of characters. The compiler is going to store those somewhere, and anywhere it's referenced, point to it. That's how any string works. And that's why they're pretty easy to find. It's a null terminated set of simultaneous things that could be something. Anyways, in assembly, that same string that we're printing is, go up, see exit here. right here. And if we look at where these are stored, you'll see they're all right here, bunched up right together. And it's an M is a 4D, A is a 4-1. If it wants to compare whether or not this string matches another string, in assembly, it's going to go, okay, here's where this one starts, here's where this one starts. We're at 0. It's going to do a for loop for each byte. It's going to go, okay, do these ones match? Or JE, or it'd be JNE. And then if we were to manually write out that loop in assembly, it would look like a for loop in code to compare two strings. And if at any point it didn't match, it would kick out and return -1. Or F. But in assembly, there's REPN, which is like repeat until not. Or REPNE is repeat until not equal. You give it two things, it steps through and compares them. You don't have to manually write it. And the compiler knows this. Oh, here's the instruction book. How CPUs do shit. This is what the programmer gave me. How do I do this at the byte level? When you understand that each little hex byte is just a 4-1. What are you doing with the 4-1 that makes it something different? Is all that it cares about. It doesn't care what it is, what cast or type it is. It's a byte. Do with it what you want. And then at below that is binary level. It is 0 or 1. So I mean, this is binary. You're looking at binary. It's binary in a hex representation, and all he knows that a FOE483 is and ESP with that. And the reason I read it backwards was if we were to follow and dump this selection. Oh, I expected it to be backwards, but it's not. Well, tickle me pink. Oh, cool. I think in original Ollie they were always backwards. There was one I used that were always backwards, but like usually offsets. Well, it's first in, last out. But anyways, what was my train? Where was my train going? Anyways, when you kind of just flood yourself with so many of them, you automatically learn assembly, because when you flood yourself with so many syntaxes of so many languages, that's what made it easier for me to understand this syntax, because you end up thinking about things at that base level, what it would take to accomplish that at this level. And then when you get here, you're like, oh, that's what it would take. Oh, well, put me back in basic and call me pretty, because it's very similar. And that helps you learn. So the more you program, the easier this gets. And the more you do this, the easier understanding how you would do something in any programming language gets. So I always tell people, if you really want to know lots and lots of languages, learn assembly. You know, because when you understand how to piece it together in assembly, it doesn't matter what language you're looking at, it's just syntax. And the same goes the other way around. If you learn enough of them, you learn that they're all just syntactical differences. And then you're like, oh, it all has to boil down to this, so that makes sense. Any recommendations to simple exe files? Yeah. I've written a few. I'll put together a thing for everybody to grab to play around with. But yeah, kind of this sort of thing here, where it's like, hey, compile this, look at it in here, make this model. I'm giving you guys homework next week. I mean, tomorrow. You're going to have homework tomorrow. It's going to go into Discord. So if you want to be in it, pop into Discord. I'm going to make a new channel. It's going to be labeled homework. It's going to have a program in it, just like, you know what? Homework number 1. Here's the switch case. Make it, it's going to be like, make it do this, change the strings, make it not do this, add a case, add a default case, and then make it not end. Something like that. And, I want to see people do this. I want to see them do it, these patches, in Ollie, because that's how I learned. It worked really well. At least I think. And it's fun. I had a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun. We'll make a competition out of it or something like that. I'll display people's solutions to come, see what changes they did, how they wrote it. Because in assembly, there's a million different ways. The difference is space, time, and consistency. How much are you going to have here to reference other places? Are you going to write it in 8 bytes or 4 bytes? Are you going to know about that obscure instruction that does the same thing but is 16 bytes smaller? Are you going to use the XMMO registers? I'm going to have it change one of the conditionals, something like that. And then we're going to see people's solutions. I'll go over them tomorrow. If that's not enough time, we'll go over them on Friday. That's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, we'll do something in between. I'll remind everybody. And then Friday, we'll go over the solutions. So, without further ado, I'm going to write that up and get it in Discord right now, actually. I'll do it right now, because otherwise I'll forget. And to give you space to work with, I am going to ASM, nope, enter, give you some space there, give you some space here, give you some space here. Maybe people want to add some stuff. Give you some space in between there. Give you some space here. Not a V, but some space here. I'm very serious about my personal space. A little bit of personal space here. Maybe you want some personal space here. Then we're going to execute rebuild all. All right, Morty, we've done it. We've done it, Morty. Right, it's not homework. I challenge you all to be creative and use your brains. There we go. You'll see we got a big chunk of notes there, but I'm mildly concerned. Oops, that's not what I wanted to call above it. No. All right, there you go. So we've got all the prints, lots of space. Gee, I wonder what that one is, Kermit. That's going to be your, nope, not that, right here. Get C. This is so if you want to know how to get a character input, it's going to be right here. This is the assembly level for it. Because as you see, there's not anything after that other than moving it and calling. So if you want to know how to get a character, there's a lot to learn. Here's the call. You got lots of space to do your own. And then as these challenges go on, that extra space is going to disappear. I need to add some extra space in the case. Need to add some extra personal space in the case. Need to add some extra personal space right here. Give you a little more than that. You guys can get creative. Some there. Some more right here. Some in there. And some there. If that's not enough extra personal space, then y'all is crazy. Rebuild all. Alright, you got lots of extra space. it did optimize out some of your extra space, but you've got some extra personal space. All right, and that file is super small. New text document. Challenge. Dot text. I, Frank, after LJ, of Give Academy, LLC, Academy, challenge thee to a duel of the minds. Mids, not mids. What the hell, minds. Here you find before you is a executable. Executable is an executable. Sorry, is an executable. A very, very simple one. I challenge you to patch it to do some cool new things. Get creative. Favorite 4 will be shown on Friday's stream. 4/13. Friday the 13th. What? Friday the 15th coding challenge. Oh! Sorry. Get cracking. Stay creative. File save! Add to an archive. Well, dude, I'm gonna patch WinRAR to play a sound wave every time I open up this. I'm like, added to an archive. Which type of archive would you like, sire? That's gonna be the sound wave when I open this that way. It's gonna say, which type of archive shall we be making today, or something like that. A sound file. That's what we're going to do. We're going to patch that into WinRAR. That would be epic. Yes. Coding challenge 1. That's it. That's the type I would like. Oh, voice activation. That'd be so much more work, but that'd be fun. It would be real fun. Oh. Hiya, kids. GA. Let's make it official. Coding challenge. O. XOO. There we go. Alright, alright. Now let's go into here. I'm going to change the name. Learn assembly, taking things apart. Coding challenge! There we go. How long have we been? At 2 hours in. At 2 hours in. Challenge reference begins around 1 hour 50 minutes in. Okay, I think. I don't know. I feel like it's been about 20 minutes since I started working on it. Maybe not. Academy. Thank you. Oh, wow. Academy. Thank you. Always got my back. All right. So let's put the Discord link at the top. What did that say? I didn't see what that said. Okay. So in here, we're going to go text channel. Coding challenges. Challenge number 000. Get creative. Add, change, remove features. /function. All right. Brief description of what the challenge is. And of course, in the zip, it has it too, but get creative, add, change, remove features and functions. Make it do something. Make it do something else. Go crazy. Heck, you could turn this entire thing, with the amount of space I've given you, you could definitely turn this into a game where, like, you change the top text, like, pick a number, or guess a number, where you randomly develop a number in the beginning somehow. I mean, there's always random garbage found in the stack. There's always random stuff somewhere you can get, and get creative there too. To where they guess until they find that random value, between X and blah. There's enough space there. You could turn this into a text-based game easily. And on Friday, that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this into some type of text-based game. Hell, maybe we'll turn it into blackjack. I could do that. There's enough space there. There's definitely enough space, I think. If not, I can add space. But you guys are a little limited, but there's enough space there. You could do load library, get proc address, get virtual allocate, and build yourself as much space as you want. All right. So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to Friday. Tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure, but likely we'll put in another challenge. We'll build the challenge here together. You guys throw ideas, and then we'll give that one until, since it'll be Friday, till Wednesday. So that one may be a hard one. But we're going to keep doing this until everybody knows how to code in assembly. Thanks for watching. I hope to see some good submissions here. Just pop on Discord, drop them in a reply to the coding challenge itself. In chat, you probably read it before I could read it, but where's it at? There it is. Would it not be possible to add sections? Yeah, you could. You could patch it that way and add sections. With the amount of space there, you don't even have to make the physical file bigger if you didn't want to. But yeah, you could definitely add sections. Do whatever. Why is your Discord? What is your Discord? Let me grab the link. I've got it right here. It's in the description on the very top. I just moved it, but I will link it here for you guys watching. I look forward to seeing some interesting submissions on Friday. Tomorrow we'll build new, better, harder, remind people that there's another day. And then Friday we'll go over them I challenge you to learn something. I challenge you to challenge yourself. Say, I want to make it do this, and then figure out how to make it do that, because I know you all can, and I want to see how you do it and the creativity that unfolds, because that inspires me, and I need that in my life right now. So, I'm going to take off. I'm going to get some rest. Pretty busy day tomorrow. I'll probably be back in a little while, and then I will probably be like gaming for a little bit or something. But other than that, I'm going to take the rest of the night and kind of relax. I know that we didn't really reverse engineer anything today. I started to look at Power DVD, and then, this looked like a much more fun thing to do. So thank you, Crash, for bringing that up out of uTorrent and sparking the inspiration that began what I think is going to be a fun segment. I think we're all going to have fun with this. So let's ride this pony. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings as well. And always pop into Discord. If I'm not super active in there, I'm probably running kids around at work, eating, sleeping, or I don't know, cooking. I don't know, taking care of just life. But I usually try to respond in there, or a lot of times I'll be in there talking if I'm not, streaming. If you have questions, by all means, you can direct message me, ask them in there, because there's a lot of amazing people in there. We got DSP and Crash, and a lot of people there that will. Oh, and freaking Cat, man, he'll find any reference to anything for you. So with that being said, pop in, get the challenge, pop out if you want, but we're gonna have some fun with this. Thanks. Bye.